Hello,
Hello.
welcome to our podcast.
Yay.
Yay! We always say yay, I think.
Yeah, because
Isn't it?
we have to get motivated, like before we start the podcast. So this is how do you say, motivate myself.
Yeah.
Today I brought a beer. Have you brought anything today?
Oh, I was waiting for this today.
Oh,
Ah.
that sounds already good.
Because we kind of lost our drunken philosopher concept, so I wanted to get it back. And
Yeah, I mean, since last episode, can I say since because the episode is one episode, but yeah, last episode I was drinking a beer,
yeah.
and since then I'm drinking a lot. For like last month I was drinking a lot, and today I brought Radler, Gisser Radler, which is the Austrian one. I would say this is the best Radler in the world.
Okay.
And yeah, summer is coming and it's time for Radler. So yeah, I brought Radler. What about you?
I think, it was a great minds because I also brought Ladlo, but I brought with grapefruit flavor.
Hold on. I don't think we can call it Radler if that is grapefruit.
Oh, really? No.
I don't know because there are some like several other names according to beer mixed with something soft drink. Like for example, Alster, this is Sprite with beer in Hamburg. And
Then
Sprite with beer in Berlin, I suppose that's Radler. And Radler, I
Okay.
think Radler is in other places. Radler is something with beer with Fanta or like orange, Fanta orange. And Diesel is with cola.
These. Oh, actually, I just remember from the restaurant we met before. I think they had Alster before.
Yeah. And it was with Sprite or Fanta. I don't know. I think I have asked the how do you say? Yeah, the waitress if this is with Sprite or something. But maybe we have to give a name for your grapefruit some beer.
It says Freiberg grapefruit not too. Ooh,
What? Not too.
not too.
Thank you for your clear explanation.
Wrong pronunciation. But yeah, something with grapefruits tastes good.
Yeah, I love Radler or like beer with soft drinks because it doesn't get you that drunk and you can drink it. That's why it's called Radler because Radler means cyclist. So you can drink.
Oh.
Yes. So you can drink it with riding bicycle. That's why it's called Radler.
How much?
Yeah.
And for yours, how much alcohol percentage it is? Because mine is 2.2.
Normally it's like 1.5 to 2.5, like something in between. All the drinks are.
I'm so expert.
Man, I love drinks. I love alcohol. So.
Wait, I don't think we did cheers.
Oh
though.
yes, true. So let's cheers.
Cheers then.
Done.
Cheers. Done. But by the way, it's getting pretty warm, so
Yes.
I assume that's why we're drinking Radler. But at the same time, how have you been? Like, how was your? Have you been drinking a lot these days?
Oh yes,
or
a lot.
how did you survive?
I'm not sure if I can say a lot because like I used to drink a lot when I was in South Korea, but like if I'm comparing to my life in like a few months ago and last month, I think I have drank a lot because I was on the holiday and I went to
Yeah.
some my partner's family events and traditions. So I met a lot of people over there. And when you visit your family, you always drink and with your relatives and cousins and so on. So yeah, I
No.
was drinking a lot for last month. I can say that. What about you?
Oh yeah, actually me too. It wasn't a lot, but still kept
Hmm.
drinking because of some events like you. I went to a friend's
Oh,
wedding party.
awesome. So you must
Yeah, it
you
wasn't.
must drink a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Like I didn't drink a
Hmm.
lot like you,
Hmm.
but yeah, it was pretty okay amount of drinks, I would
Hmm.
say. And also just in general, the weather has been really good here.
Yeah,
So I
true.
went out a lot.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
that's also one of the reasons.
it's definitely time for mingle. The weather gets better, and like
Mm.
COVID is over. I feel like although I had some COVID last week, but yeah, COVID is almost over,
Oh my
and I
god.
think this is very very good timing for mingling. And by the way, we are also planning to talk about this human relationship, right? In this episode, in our podcast,
Yeah,
and
that is for our today's episode. And
yeah,
yeah, it's gonna
yeah,
be.
we're
Yeah, could you explain
sure.
maybe?
I was just about to explain our plan. So we are planning to have 3 episodes of human relationship. So on
Mm-hmm.
this month, we are talking about friend and lovers and partners and family. So we're going to, we were talk about 3 different episodes. One is for like overall, how would you talk about like as friends? How would you define the partners and
Mm.
family? And in the second episode, will be more focusing on the relationship with friends and the partners. And in the last episode
Yeah.
on July, we will talk about family. That is the plan about next 3 months. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm pretty excited actually.
yeah, this is like one of the biggest topic that we always wanted to talk about, and that is why we
Yeah.
actually started our podcast too, to talk about this too.
Mm.
So maybe we can start with talking about how would like what is family, what is boyfriend, girlfriend, and what is friends. Maybe
Mm.
we can talk about that. um
Yeah, sounds really good.
Maybe I can start with my like definition of my family. And for me, the
Yeah.
family means like really literally you share blood with. That's for me, that's family.
Mm.
So like friends and like lovers, it can be kind of vague, but family is
Yeah.
like definitely the one that I share blood with. What about you?
That is very true.
Yeah.
Like I for me it's more like because I yeah, like the people who share
Mhm.
blood is also
Mhm.
yes for me. For me it's more like people who give me the meaning to my
Mhm.
existence. And this is really strong feelings for me if I'm thinking about these people,
Mhm.
family, because no matter where I am and also no matter who I'm with,
Mhm.
if I'm thinking about them, then I can be a bit stronger
Mhm.
because I made myself okay. So I'm here because of them.
Yeah, that's very good point, and I feel like a little bit regretting of my answer that oh yeah, the people who share the blood with. Okay, maybe let me correct. So
I mean, we can always
yes,
edit, you know. Like,
actually, the existence of you is it itself is very, very like a good answer, or even like very emotional too, and it's very sweet. And yeah, the reason why I was highlighting is not I feel like I'm defending myself, but the reason why I was highlighting
Wait, I think we can just. What about we do cheers and then,
yes.
um,
Cheers. Done.
cheers. Done.
Okay, I hope my mom doesn't listen this episode. So like, yeah. So like, what the reason why I was highlighting that people that I share with the blood with is like that's absolute condition, you know, that you cannot like mix up with others. Like although like I might have I have a very good friends and I feel like them are my family, but still nevertheless they cannot be my family because we don't share blood. Of course that will be one exception for my like husband, like future husband, because I don't share I don't share blood with you. I shouldn't, you know, that will be awful. And yeah, but also for me, family, if I think about what family is, family itself is the place that I can like not like I can rest, but the last place I can go, you know, if I lost everything, that always my family will always support me and they will stand for me, and this kind of thing. If you have any trouble, they will be the last person who stands for you. That's my definition of family.
That's very touching. I really feel what you're saying. And I also want to talk about this chosen family. Like it can be also your future husband, or nowadays also you can say, oh, this is my friend, but we are almost family, so it's this sort of chosen family.
Yes.
Maybe we can talk about this small topic later, but like what you explained, I really feel you, and so that's why we share blood, but at the same time the biggest supporter
in your life
of your life or your decision and your happiness and sadness. Families.
And especially if your family, I would say like, because in Korean we have also like a family as 가족, but also 혈육, which means like literally sharing blood, the body you share blood with. And for me, like family should be 혈육 in combination with 혈육, which you share blood, and supporting too. And if you have a family, you share the blood with, but they don't give a fuck about what you're doing, or like vice versa, then I wouldn't say it's as a family.
No.
That's my definition. I think we have like very similar point of view on family.
Yeah.
What about friend? What is friend? Let's say you're writing a dictionary. Definition about friends. What would you write?
Gino dictionary.
Yes. What would you write?
I was thinking about this for some time, and friendship is really special connection. I think all the time. And friends, if I say, oh, this is my friend, friendship, just in general, people who make me feel grateful to have them in my life. And I think for me, it's like I support their decision, and also I want to help each other because they're my friend. But based on trust, which is super important in friendship, I believe. So that is my definition about friends.
Oh. Gino dictionary will be very much sick. section of friend. So then you have a cross reference to a section of friendship too. But that's what dictionaries for, like Wikipedia. They always have like a sub reference inside and sublink, and you have to go, like, for example, friend means like friendly, like definition of friendly. Then you see that friend, like something like friend. And then you have to check what friend means too. So yeah.
But seriously, I didn't search from the dictionary definition about friends, but just in general, I think it may be super interesting about how you think of friend as definition, and also other friends of us. Because I think everyone will say differently. No?
So to be honest, it's not that my definition of friends is not that different that you have, but I would like to summarize. If I write my dictionary, then I would like to summarize that. The people who you can build with, like when the like synergy, who you can have synergy with. That's what I would say, friend. Like for example, positive.
That's very important.
Vibe,
that's very important.
Makes and always positive, because I don't think it's just the people that you hang out with. But if you don't make any synergy with your friend, then I'm not. For me, I don't call that person as a friend.
I agree. I want to share this small story which happened pretty recently. So we are not friends, obviously. This is a girl I met from the event quite a while ago. And honestly, I haven't met the person who was that rude to like how to say, so basically she was rude. And imagine if your friends is rude to you, then you don't want to be friends with this person, because that brings to you negativity.
Of course, yes.
And you can doubt about yourself as well, even though you have fully trust on yourself, or you have you love yourself. However, if your friends being rude to you, then you definitely don't want to be friends with this person anymore.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like if the relationship with you and some person creates not the positive vibe, but only negativity, is worse than the people I know, I would say. And
but I'm not but also there are some times that your friends are going hard times, or like a little bit negative mood, but this is totally different way to being negative as a friends, because we want to be there for them, to support and to help them as a friend. But if there's a people who just literally like ignore you, or being rude to you, this is completely different.
It's, for me, I would say it's like for example, it could be just the behavior, it's not like a disrespect, but like could be just like character. But nevertheless, it has to be some kind of agreement. Like for example, like your audience shouldn't be offended by what you're saying, and if so, then you have to correct it, because that's how you give the respect to your people, And
exactly.
To be honest, I want to talk about this, like friend and good friend, and just the people I know, like at the end of this episode, like as a last topic, because as we are going to have like 3 different topics for 3 months, and I want to make clear about the definition, because I think friends and couple, lovers, this definition for me is pretty vague,
Yeah.
So like when somebody asks me that, yeah, okay, what is difference to you about like very good friend and your lover, you know?
Mm.
How would you treat them differently or something like that, you know? So I can define that. I always tell them, like for example, if they committed such a crime like murder,
Yeah.
like for my good friend, yeah, I will try to find the best lawyer for him or her,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I will help her, and I will help him or her, like as much as I can do to get like a less sentence, you know. And for my
Yeah.
partner, I will hide the corpse together. That's my that's kind of like a good example to for me to like categorize the lovers and good friends. Like, do you get it? I will hide body together if that's my lover, instead of finding a good lawyer.
Oh, I think that's really good example for me because I think also for the partner, like lovers, like if you're couples, support and trust or respect also is a baseline that we always need to think about because that's the most important values. However, I always keep in mind myself that partner is the person we stand in a different path, but we are going in the same direction in life.
Yes, definitely.
So, but this is also my personal definition about couples and partner because I believe in love in general. So these persons, like, I'm going with the same direction, but based in commitment about love. However, there is also the couples who have love, but which is platonic or different kind of love relationship in general. So I don't think commitment of love should be, yeah, like should be generalized to everyone.
No,
But I
definitely
think
not, because it's very objective,
no,
and human relationship itself is like quite, I would say, it's very objective thing to define. That's why we are talking about here, like what is our own definition of our like family and lover and friends, and which we are doing, talking
yeah,
well.
yeah,
So yeah, definitely.
yeah.
And I have a actually small question. I think I still have this idea in my head that like if your partner commit the crime, if your family, if your friends commit a crime, what would you do? But I never thought about what if my family commit a crime, what would I do? I never thought about that actually in that situation.
Commit on a
Commit
crime.
a crime, like let's say murder. Let's say, yeah, like for
Oh,
example, for my good friends, I will try to hire a very best lawyer, and for the lover, I will hide body together, you know. And but
oh,
family, never thought about it, because I think family is like very. I just hope that they don't do it. You know, that's difference, because family is fixed. Friends, partner is not fixed at until some certain point, but family is kind of fixed in. That
yeah.
is what maybe why I never thought about it. What do you think? Yeah, right. Hmm.
I yeah, it's very difficult questions.
I can say family is. I just hope they don't do any crime.
Yeah,
Just don't do it,
yeah.
please.
Just don't do it, please.
Yeah.
Also, just yeah. Cheers,
Cheers.
Uh, yeah,
So we were.
but for me, the definition was super interesting because it's kind of, I think more or less it was similar. but also slightly can be different, depends on person. So yeah, there was
Yeah, for me, the boundary in between the like family, friends, and lover is I think, pretty strict. Although it's hard to define the, like friends and partner, but like the boundary itself, like this person is my partner, this partner category, this one is in the friends category. This one is very clear to me, and so, and not person by person, but group, like, you know what I mean? The like categorizing is pretty strict for me. So I also have like, for example, there's some certain activities, for example, that I want to do with my family only, or like there will be some preferable activities that you want to do it with some certain groups,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like for example, maybe we can talk about the traveling. What will be the difference between traveling with friends and traveling with partner, traveling with family? Like, what is your difference? What will be?
Actually, I think
like important
so
factors.
Important thing.
Like, where do you want to go with your family? For example, like, maybe I can just start with, for me, let's say I want to travel with my family, then I want to travel in the full package, because first of all, I just want to have a very good time, chill time with my family, and I don't want to get stressed out because of the schedule or like any plans, I just want to have nice time with my family. So I will go for a package. But on the other hand, with friends, I will go for like somewhere which we can do something crazy, like super stupid, and some kind of, I don't know, I wouldn't mind to do very stupid things with friends. Maybe.
What kind of stupid thing you mean?
I think you have known many many stupid things I have done in my previous time. So let's say risky things. Let's say it this way, risky thing, like threatening, like something.
But I agree, because I'm pretty used to do and go the package trip with family. So none of us need to drive. And also the really, really good benefit of going for package travel is there's always a guide. And they explain everything about the background and the history and what is the specialty, food in general, about this region or the places where we go. So this is pretty convenient.
Yeah.
But only one cons of full package trip, especially in Korea, is it always starts from I don't know, like 6 to 7 a.m. or something, and it's very packed plan.
Oh, that's so true. That's so true.
Yeah, but at the same time, you save your energy from like just taking the transportation. They already prepared, and we don't really need to think about where to go.
It's no-brainer trip,
so
you just eat, you just spend money from your parents. That's the best part for the family trip. You don't have to worry about money, budget. That's the best thing.
But I also prefer to go somewhere these days with family, like somewhere we had memory in the past, because even though I don't remember clearly when I was so young, but still we have pictures, and it feels a little bit different if we go now. And everyone just may think, oh, okay, time flies, and parents could also explain, like this, the previous trip when we were here, it was this and that. I like to hear this kind of old stories as well.
Yeah, that's also nice, like an old place, but not for the like a weekend trip or something, but like a day trip. Because like South Korea is too small to go to our package trip actually. If I think of my earlier days, And yeah, the last thing about traveling with partner, like a boyfriend, for example, I like the difference between traveling with friends and boyfriend is, I think, travel with my friends, I want to do a lot of things. It's not like it doesn't have to be packed schedule, but I want to discover the place that I go.
Yeah, absolutely.
But however, with the partner, I also want to chill a little bit too. Like if that is in combination with city and like resort, it will be perfect.
Oh, yeah, and we can't miss out this morning coffee as well.
Exactly, I can be super lazy with like, like so that's the difference. That's the difference. And
yeah,
also like if you go for like drinking, are you going out with your family time to time for drinking? Or having dinner? Yeah, having dinner. Let's say having dinner is easier. I don't think I go out with my family for drinking that much. So let's say about the restaurant.
Like drinking, we did mostly at home. But going to restaurant, okay, it's very hard to say now because I'm away pretty
in general
some time here. In general.
When you were in Korea, did you go often? Did you go out often with your family for dinner?
Like, yeah, time to time. Like, didn't need to be dinner, but lunch.
Yeah. So.
Or cafe. But I don't think like this kind of brunch or coffee activity was our family thing. But dinner sometimes.
The reason why I asked this question is, let's say you have to book a table for your family or your partner and your friends. It doesn't have to be in the same restaurant. What would you see as a most important factor to book a restaurant? Like first with family, and maybe you can explain with.
I think everything is about menu if it comes to family, and I think I tend to think about what they want to eat first, like what my parents wants to eat, and then if me or my brother has really strong things we want to eat, then we go in this way. But like most of the time, I wasn't really enthusiastic for deciding menu with family. But I think with friends and partner, it can be a bit different. Everyone wants to be happy in terms of menu.
Yes.
So it's a bit more compromising in terms of choosing menu. But with family, I didn't really mind if this is this or that.
So you just like choose, it's like very straightforward. Oh yeah, today I want to have some Korean beef, and then you go to Korean beef, right? Same,
actually,
same for me.
That's,
nothing.
Like today, let's go to donkasu place.
Yeah, let's go. I'm craving for Hanu. Let's go for Hanu. Let's go for shabu shabu and go. And you always have the regular place to go, so you don't have to think about where to go, where which parking lot we have to use, like this kind of thing.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, with friends, it's very depending on like what kind of group they are. Like for example, like let's say my guy friends in South Korea, like when we go out for restaurant, we don't think about interior or how fancy it is or something. We just go for a cheap and tasty one.
Oh my god, do you know I really miss this kind of a bit
백반.
Like the 백반집.
Okay.
Oh my god, with the soju.
Okay.
Like that 국밥집
yeah,
with this
soju. Oh my god.
soft drink, something like that.
Man, yes,
that's the best.
And or even like, especially like if you hang out with your like a female friend, for example, like the restaurant should be somewhere near the downtown area because you have to go directly. You have to go to party
Yeah.
directly after all. I think that's different.
Yeah, I think also if your friends group has a female friends as well, then I think the menu or the restaurant place can be a little bit more, a little bit more decent or a bit clean, how to say. But for me, if it's really, really close friend who just live nearby my neighborhood, then yeah, we don't really care. Like just, oh, let's go to this pizza place, like pizza school or something like that.
Yeah, actually, I didn't differentiate by like a gender actually because female friends like female close friends because we hang out, we have always after all plan, so the place has to be in the downtown because we always have the plan after all with the female friends.
Yeah,
But guy
yeah.
friends, I just
Yeah.
like okay, eat and go, so we don't need. And if the soju is cheap, then it's the best, you know.
Yeah. Or sometimes even just convenience store terrace
Oh, true.
is super
Yeah,
nice.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's something like okay in Germany we'll
Oh.
say the small terrace in front of Spaghetti, but I think in Korea it's much better.
Because it's everywhere,
Actually.
and it's like the snacks are super cheap and tasty.
Yeah,
Oh,
tasty.
I miss
I
it.
miss this instant noodle with this 삼각김밥 collaboration.
I have an instant noodle at mine, so. But you know what? We always come back to the food topic. Like no matter what episode we have, like
Oh
we
my
always
God.
come back to food topic. But yeah,
Yeah.
so this is how we categorize family, friends, and partners. And maybe maybe we can talk about the friendship more in this episode because in the next episode we will talk about relationship, like focus on the relationship more. Yeah, I have a question about the friendship because I think it's also like not in English but in Korean or in German there's a different term for the person you know and friends. And in German it's Bekannte und Freund, and in Korean it's 지인과 친구. So
Yeah.
I want to know how we define, like what makes 지인, like what makes this Bekannte to the friend. And yeah, I want to discuss about that. So because it's like 3 different categories, but I would say it's kind of hierarchy, it's a hierarchy for me.
Yeah, I would say it's hierarchy in your heart. And for me, 지인 and friends, when it comes to 지인, so they're the people who know me as a social status or my occupation first. And 친구, like friends, they're more like they know about my personality. But okay, I don't say close friend group, but just in general, friends don't think about first about my occupation if they want to introduce me to another people, I guess. Like yeah, I think that's the biggest differences for me. How about you?
Yeah, I think it's similar. For me, I have pretty strict boundary for Bekannte, the person you know. It's for me, like he or she should know my name, my occupation, and like we have talked at least once, so we can say hi,
Yeah.
So like I know this person and he know me. That means like we have said hi. It doesn't have to be
So
hi,
that
but
is
with the
Jin.
that's Jin. For example, colleagues who I don't talk with, they are Jin too because we said hello. Every time we pass by, we say hello. So that's for me is bekannte 지인.
Okay, it's a bit stupid question. What about colleagues that you never talk each other? Is
Yeah, they are also. So I told you the condition. First of all, they know my name. Second of all, they know my occupation. And third,
okay.
And so, like for example, so there will be some people who in the social media they know my name, they know my occupation from LinkedIn. There are so many pervert, for example, like out there in LinkedIn. Yeah, they are not my bekannt because they never talk to me in person. So that's for me. That's 지인, and to be friends from 지인, then it's pretty different. Difficult because I need to see that this person and I have some positive vibe we create together. Like it doesn't matter if it's small or big, but I should create it. I shouldn't get drained. For example, I'm meeting up this person. I don't want to do, but I have to do. But this is not friend. This is colleague. This is a working colleague. If you think like that.
Oh, actually, you just say that reminds me of something about like friends. Is I think whenever you meet them, like it doesn't matter the last time you have met these friends, like 2 years ago. If it's friends of you or friends of me, I think it's always not awkward each other about talking some new conversation. But like, I didn't think about it, and I think 지인 or other categories category sounds a bit sad, but I mean we're just saying like this, and it's a bit more like, you may not so interesting actually, like when you're in this conversation, it's very likely it can be interesting, but also it may be not.
Yeah, that's definitely true too. And you don't really ask. I mean, for Jean, you don't want to know that much. You just want to know what important thing you have to know. And 친구, friends is like something you are interested in, I would say. And for me, really good friends is also different, because really good friends, like friends is just like I can help when they have some trouble, but I don't have to help, if I don't want. But like really good friends for me is like when they have some trouble, any trouble, and I want to help them by my whole heart. That's my best friend. Like how I feel like. So that's different between just friend and like best friend.
Yeah, actually, that's so true. And I want to add small things on the top of this. A close friend, it's not just about they know my personality or some taste. They know my history.
Oh, yeah, that's so true too. That's really true. Yeah.
It's not like they know my story, but they know some of history, and we have been through maybe together or there, and also for me, like friends can be changed, depends on which kind of situation are you in, or where you are in, like for example.
Yeah.
Because every time the people you hang out the most can be a little bit changed, but best friend or close friend, it doesn't really change for me.
Yeah, best friends stays there like unless they do something, mistake, I would say. But also like as you said, like when you meet like some people for you didn't meet this person, you haven't met this person for a long time, and you met this person and you feel like you met this person yesterday. And for me, that's like a very best friend, and you always have some topic to talk about,
Yeah.
And that's also I think like the physical distance is also like for me one of the biggest factor that I miss to say, like biggest factor to define like friend and partner, because
Yeah.
partner for me physical distance is very important, but for friends the distance is not that important, because we no matter so like with the good friends, no matter where we are, no matter when we met, it will stay always the same, and the friends
That's
bring
true.
us to the same vibe, you know.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially when
just
I was in
feeling a
Busan.
little bit.
Yeah, we have some
Yeah,
connection problem,
is
I
it
think.
kind of TV? Is it kind of throwback time too?
Yeah, I'm imagining, you know, I'm thinking of the time that I was in Korea last time when I met my friends for the,
Yeah.
you know, and it was
Mm.
really really nice, because with the good friends they literally bring you to throw back to the time that you are with.
Exactly.
Yes.
They never change, and I never change as well. Whenever I meet them,
Mhm.
it's always fun, and yeah, it's very nice.
So yeah, we just categorize Jean and friends and really good friend now. Yeah, sorry, English speaker, you don't have the word for Jean. And yeah, especially for that, like the reason why I wanted to categorize it is because like we these days I have so many um occasion to celebrate or something, or like give money or give present to the people to celebrate of their newborn
Yeah,
baby, or like
yeah.
birthday, or engagement and so on. So but it's
Mm.
like the weight of the gift or money to give them is very depending on the, you know, like friends, or like do you know it's just non-person, or like a best friend is super different, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And
It's very different, and I would say also, um, if you're a super close friend, I wanna give really really personal present.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, and yeah.
For me it's like, for example, colleague, I prefer to give, like collect money and somebody will buy money gift.
Mm.
Somebody should do it, but not me. I don't want to spend time for that.
Yeah, because I think if this person is not so close colleagues, it can be a little bit difficult to even choose, because you may not know this person's taste actually.
And
So I understand.
And also, it's not from my heart, but it's kind of duty to have a good relationship,
Oh,
you know? To not being a brat or piece of shit in your group.
piece of shit.
Yeah, because otherwise, I wouldn't, like, if we are not sharing the office, for example, then probably I wouldn't think of the present.
Yeah.
Something like that. But
Yeah.
friends, I think for friend I give what I want to give,
Yeah.
and for the
Yeah.
good friends I take time that what does she need, what does he need, and what will be. I take like time and effort, not like money wise, but like not only money wise, but I think I tend to take time to think about it.
Me too.
Yes.
Me too. I think sometimes I have this issue myself. I found out pretty recently was if it comes to really close people around me, I already think about what I'm gonna give to this person's birthday or something like 6 months before.
Oh yeah, true. That's so
It's-
true.
But the thing is, it's not like negative thing. I don't like it. I like it. I like to think about it, and it's not like, what am I gonna give? It's just randomly popped up. Oh, actually, this may be a good present.
Yeah.
So I think also if it's good friends, it's not so difficult to choose.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. You always have it.
It takes some time to think about it, but it's very pleasant to think.
Yeah,
I think.
but they're like a normal friend, then you see your calendar and you have like, oh shit, I forgot. And then like in 2 weeks or something, like you don't have many time to, because you have to consider the delivery time too. So oh shit, I have to buy
that's
something.
True. That's so true. Nowadays delivery time, and also I think sometimes I just ask to friends, like I don't know if you also do it, like if I really don't know what should I give, or if I'm not sure if she likes it or if he likes it, I just ask, oh, what do you need these days?
Yeah, true. Because I don't want to give my friends like shit, not appreciable stuff.
Yeah, so I think it's always good if the present seems like needed to this person, but sometimes it's failed, but I think it's also fun.
But I think, I'm not sure, but I have some question. I got a question from my friend, like at some point, that if this is, no, let's say in this way. He said, I heard that Korean people tend to give the present very practical one.
Really?
Yeah. And I think that's very true, because I think people, I don't know, that's is in my experience when I get the present, it's like sometimes I wonder, wow, like why do I get this one? Like how did this person think of buy this to me? You know what I mean? It's like very random. Like, what is this? Like,
but actually you're so right. I think if I just think about some presents I have given from my Korean friends, either they kind of observe me what I'm needed at that moment, and when they write it a letter, they always mention this sentence. Oh yeah, I thought this may be the something you needed these days because you mentioned about it, or blah blah blah.
Yeah, that's so true.
I think they, not every Korean people, of course,
no, but tend to.
But also it's pretty common to ask to friends, oh, what do you need these days? And because I remember I did this a lot when I was in Korea as well, and also for my friends as well, and also to family, to be honest, all the time. Oh, your birthday is coming up.
Yeah, what do you need? But I think I'm not sure about other people in other countries, but like definitely Korean people likes to have a gift which is very practical. Like if you think of housewarming party, like for example in Western countries or like in Germany,
toilet paper.
Yeah, in Germany, like nobody brings toilet paper as a present because like they will get offended by this. What the hell are you bringing? It's disgusting.
It's so true.
But in Korea, we bring, this is the best gift because if you move to the new apartment, you don't have time and energy to buy all the stuff and so on.
Yeah.
So yeah, toilet paper is definitely because you will always need it.
That's true.
I cannot imagine the time that we don't need toilet paper anymore.
Oh, I have funny story about this. Actually, last month, our friend, our common friend start with R, and he just moved into a new place. So I went to his place, and I brought this. Of course, this toilet paper. And I brought it to his living room and just put it down there, and he was asking me like, hey, by the way, is it mine or what is this? So I gave him.
Is that mine? Why do you put it? Wait a second. Which table did you put on? Which table?
Yeah,
Is that in the
no,
in the
not
living room or where did you put?
So just in front of the kitchen area, just next to the table, I just put it down
Okay.
with my bag, and I gave him the oh, it's congratulations, and I also brought this more wine and this toilet paper, and he was laughing. Oh, I thought you bought this for yourself, but yeah, I didn't know it was for me, and I explained why Korean people started to bring toilet paper for housewarming party, because also it has a story, because
It's meaningful
when you
gift, yeah.
were, yeah, it looks like oh 술술.
Yeah, you roll well. It's basically you roll
Yeah.
well in your future.
Yeah, so that is like deep meaning, but also is useful, practical, and I explained this to my friend, and he was like, "Oh, this is really nice, and it's really funny story." But yeah, it reminds me of this.
It's a very good things to talk about now, because I'm invited for the housewarming party on this Friday, and I was thinking, oh, why should I buy for this housewarming party? And then I was totally forgot about these toilet paper things, you know, like
Toilet
I
paper.
should boost up my Korean vibe, so I'm gonna bring toilet paper. Thank you, Gino. It's great help.
Toilet paper, and I think kitchen towel is also nice, but I don't think it's better than toilet paper, to be honest.
One top.
Yeah,
짠.
it's the best.
짠.
Cheers. Yeah, and also it just reminds me, okay, it's almost 1 hour we are talking today, but this present, and this reminds me of the wedding money, because this is pretty common in our country that we bring this money envelope for, you know, like celebration, but here is completely different.
In Germany, you mean?
Yeah, actually, not only in Germany, but just in general, European countries.
Oh, really?
But,
because I found out quite similar these days.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this actually I wanted to talk about this like wedding feature in the next episode, because we are going to talk about the partner.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
So maybe we can talk about what we experienced. Actually, this is very good topic. Well, we can talk about in the next episode, like what we have experienced in the weddings, like in the Western weddings, for especially, and also, yeah, the one thing we forgot to mention or highlight about like a bit difference between just friend and good friend. I think every Korean knows this definition. Like if your parents know your friend's name, that is a very close friend.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's so true.
Yes.
That's so true.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh
wanted
my
to
God.
mention it like all the time. Now I'm relieved. Yes.
Wow, that's so true. And yeah, actually, that's everything. If your parents know this friend's name,
Yeah, that means it's very important one.
or at the same time, if they can match their face and their name,
Oh yeah,
then
there's something
that is
different.
that is like best friend.
Yeah, it's like, and never misuse the name. Like for example, Gino, Gina, like how's Gina these days? Like, you know, that is not a good friend. Because you don't talk about your best friend to your mom. But,
Exactly.
yeah.
That was good, really good one.
Yes, yeah, I always want to talk about this one.
Oh my God.
Anyway, so yeah, so about the wedding, we can hold a little bit until the next month to talk about it, and I will capture this point to not forget it. And yeah, it was pretty fun. I really enjoyed this topic. Like I'm very excited for the next 2 episodes. And
Yeah, me too.
yeah, and yeah. So in the next episode, we will talk about more in the relationship and the friendship, and yeah, in there. For that, you guys have to stay tuned.
Stay tuned, people.
Yeah,
Listeners.
I have my last sip. So
Oh, actually, me too.
so it's the perfect timing to
Okay.
give a 짠. 짠.
The last John.
Last 짠.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And I hope you have a great rest of day. Then
And you
let's
too.
see each other next time.
See you in next month.
I'm Jino.
I'm Han. And
We
we are
are Noor. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.